You're listening to Speak English with Chat.
On Chat English.
Welcome back to Chat English. Imagine this. You run into a friend you haven't seen in months. They smile and ask, "What have you been up to?" And your mind goes completely blank. You want to say something interesting, but your brain tries to translate your whole life at once. This silence gets awkward. Your heart beats faster. So you just panic and say, "Nothing much."
Oh, I used to do this constantly. It wasn't that I was boring. It was just that I was overwhelmed by the question. I felt like I had to give a full report of my life, so I just shut down.
Today, we're fixing that. We're giving you the one detail rule so you never freeze on this question again. It is such a frustrating feeling, isn't it? You have plenty of English vocabulary stored in your head. You know how to construct a sentence. But in that specific moment, the pressure paralyzes you.
Exactly. It feels like a computer crashing because you open too many windows at once. You are standing there, the other person is waiting, and the longer the silence lasts, the more your English seems to disappear.
And what usually happens next is the tragedy of the "I'm fine" loop. You panic, you say, "I'm fine," and you? And the conversation dies right there. You walk away feeling disappointed in yourself because you missed a chance to connect.
That is the worst part. You replay the conversation in your head for hours afterwards. You think, why didn't I tell them about my new job? Why didn't I mention the trip I'm planning? But in the moment, those ideas just didn't come.
The problem isn't your vocabulary. The problem is what we call decision paralysis. When someone asks what's new, they are asking an incredibly open-ended question. It covers your job, your family, your hobbies, your health, your weekend plans, everything.
It is too much data to process. It is like walking into a restaurant and the waiter hands you a menu with 500 pages. You can't choose what to eat because there are too many options.
That is a perfect metaphor. Your brain tries to scan your entire life history from the last 3 months to find the best answer. And because that search takes too long, your brain defaults to the safest, shortest answer, nothing much. So how do we fix this? How do we shorten the menu? We use the one detail rule. The rule is simple. Do not summarize your life. Just pick one small, specific thing and anchor your answer to that. So instead of trying to give a summary, you just zoom in on one tiny pixel of the picture? Exactly. Think about a movie trailer. A trailer doesn't show you the entire 2-hour film. It just shows you 2 or 3 exciting scenes to get you interested. You need to be the trailer, not the whole movie. I love that. So if I have a new job, I moved house, and I started learning guitar, I shouldn't try to list them all? No, that sounds like a checklist. Just pick the guitar, or just pick the move. The goal of answering what's new isn't to be comprehensive. It is to be conversational. That makes it feel much less heavy. I don't need to report everything. I just need to throw out one hook for the other person to catch. Precisely. And to help you do this, we are going to look at 3 specific scripts or frameworks you can use. These are go-to sentence structures that you can copy and paste into your daily life. These are lifesavers. Having a script ready means you don't have to build the grammar from scratch while you're nervous. Right. Let's start with script A. This is for when you want to talk about an activity. The structure is, "Actually, I've been working on," followed by your project or hobby. I've been working on. That's an interesting grammar choice. Why not just say, "I am working on" or "I worked on"? Great question. We use the present perfect continuous here. I have been working. It signals that this is something that started recently and is still happening now. It sounds very active and current. If you say, "I work on projects," it sounds like a general fact about your life. But "I've been working on a new garden" sounds like news. I see. It gives the feeling of lately. It tells the other person that this is my current focus. Exactly. It creates a feeling of immediacy. For example, if I run into you, Dan, and I ask, "What's new?" you could say, "Actually, I've been working on fixing up my old bicycle." That is just one small detail. I'm not telling you about my health or my family, just the bicycle. And that is enough, because now I can ask, "Oh, what kind of bike is it?" Or "Is it hard to fix?" The conversation has started. The ice is broken. That is so much better than nothing much. It gives you something to talk about. Let's try another variation of script A. You can use the phrase "caught up in." Caught up in. That sounds a little bit like being trapped in a net. Is it negative? It can be, but in casual conversation, it just means you are very busy with something, usually work or a big project. It implies you are deeply involved.
So I could say, I've been pretty caught up in this new marketing project at work.
Perfect. It sounds professional, but honest. It explains why you might have been quiet lately without sounding like you are complaining.
I like that. It sounds very natural. I've been caught up in. It flows well.
Let's practice this one. I want our listeners to think of one project or activity they are doing. It could be big, like a job, or small, like organizing a closet.
Even organizing a closet counts?
Absolutely. Remember, the one detail rule. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking news. It just has to be a detail. I've been working on organizing my kitchen is a perfectly valid answer.
Okay, I have mine ready.
Great. Now let's move to script B. This is my favorite one because it is the easiest to use if you feel like your life is boring.
I think a lot of us feel that way. We think, I haven't done anything cool. I just went to work and came home.
Exactly. And that is where script B comes in. This is the consumption script. The structure is, I've been watching or I've been reading.
Ah, so you talk about media, movies, TV shows, books?
Yes, in English-speaking cultures, talking about what you are binge-watching is a huge part of small talk. It is a universal connector.
That is true. If I say, I've been watching this crazy new documentary, almost everyone will ask, oh, what is it about?
And the pressure is off you. You don't have to talk about your achievements. You just talk about a story you enjoyed.
Binge watching. That is a great vocabulary word, too. Can we break that down?
Sure. To binge means to consume a lot of something in a short period. So binge watching means you watched 3, 4, maybe 5 episodes of a TV show in one sitting.
Which, let's be honest, we all do.
We definitely do. So a very natural answer to what's new is, not a lot, but I've been binge watching that new sci-fi show on Netflix.
That flows so smoothly. Not a lot, but leads right into the detail.
Yes, that transition is key. Not a lot, but acknowledges that you don't have big breaking news, but then pivots immediately to the topic you want to discuss.
I like that because it lowers the bar. You are admitting, hey, I haven't climbed Mount Everest, but I did see a cool movie.
Exactly. It makes you relatable. People love getting recommendations. If you use script B, you often end up having a 10-minute conversation about movies and you completely avoid the awkward silence.
This is great for introverts, too. If you don't want to talk about your private life, just talk about a book.
Precisely. It keeps the conversation friendly, but puts a boundary around your personal topics. You are sharing, but on your terms.
Okay, so we have script A, the activity I've been working on, and script B, the consumption I've been watching. What is script C?
Script C is for when you want to be a little more vulnerable or authentic. It is the emotion script. The structure is, honestly, I've been, followed by an adjective or a feeling.
Give us an example.
Honestly, I've been super busy with the kids lately. Or, honestly, I've been a bit tired, just trying to catch up on sleep.
That honestly at the beginning, it changes the tone, doesn't it?
It does. It signals to the other person, I am going to drop the mask for a second and tell you the truth. It builds trust instantly.
It feels much closer than I'm fine. If someone tells me, honestly, I've been a bit stressed, I feel like they trust me. I want to ask, oh no, what's happening?
Exactly. It invites empathy. You are not just exchanging data, you are sharing a human moment.
But do we have to be careful with this? We don't want to be too negative, right?
That is a great point, Dan. You don't want to dump all your problems on someone you barely know. The key is to keep it light but honest.
So instead of saying, my life is a disaster, you say, honestly, I've been better, but I'm hanging in there.
Perfect. Hanging in there is a wonderful phrase. It means you are surviving, you are enduring, but you are optimistic. It's relatable struggle.
Same old is another one I hear a lot. Is that a good one to use?
Same old is a classic. It means nothing has changed. But, and this is important, if you just say same old and stop, it can kill the conversation.
Right, because there's nowhere to go.
So use the one detailed rule with it. Say, same old, but I did actually start going to a new gym recently.
I see the pattern. You can use the generic phrase, same old, but you must immediately follow it with the one detail. But I started a new gym.
Yes, the generic phrase buys you time, and the detail gives the other person something to catch.
This is really clicking for me. It's not about inventing a fascinating life. It's about packaging your normal life in a way that makes it easy for the other person to talk to you.
That is the secret to fluency. Fluency isn't about being a poet. It is about being easy to talk to.
I think we should practice this. We have been talking about the theory, but I want to feel what it is like to actually say these things.
I agree. Let's do a simulation. We are going to do a pause and reply session.
For our listeners, this is where you get to work. Alice is going to play the role of the friend. She is going to ask you, what's new?
I want you to answer out loud. Yes, literally out loud, even if you are on the bus or in the kitchen. Speaking it physically helps your brain remember it.
We will give you a specific scenario for each one, so you don't have to think of the content. You just focus on the grammar.
Scenario 1. You have started learning to cook Italian food. That is your detail. Use script A, I've been working on, or I've been trying to learn.
Ready? Here comes Alice.
Hey V, long time no see. What have you been up to lately?
Did you say it? Ideally, you said something like, not much, actually. I've been trying to learn how to cook Italian food.
Or I've been working on my pasta skills in the kitchen.
How did that feel? Using I've been makes it sound very active.
Let's try scenario 2. This time, you are just really tired from work. You don't have a hobby to discuss. You just want to be real.
Use script C. Remember the honestly opener.
Hi, it is so good to see you. How have you been? A great answer here would be, honestly, I've been super busy with work, just trying to survive the week. Or, honestly, I've been a bit exhausted, just looking forward to the weekend.
See how natural that sounds? You aren't pretending everything is perfect, but you are still engaging.
Let's do one more. Scenario 3. You watched a really good movie last night.
Use script B, the consumption script. I've been watching.
Hey there, what's new with you?
You could say, same old, but I've been watching this incredible movie about space travel.
Or, not much, just binge watching some old comedies.
By the way, if you are enjoying these practice moments, you should make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We do these pause and reply simulations in every single episode because we believe you only learn by speaking.
Yes, hit that subscribe button if you want to build your confidence with us every week. It really helps us keep making these.
Okay, Alice, so we have the scripts, we know how to answer the question, but there is one more problem.
What is that?
Sometimes you answer and then silence returns. You give your detail, the other person nods, and then you are both staring at each other again.
The dead end. This happens when you drop the ball. A conversation is a game of catch. You can't just catch the ball and hold it. You have to throw it back.
So how do we throw it back?
You need a bounce back phrase. The simplest, most powerful one is, how about you?
It sounds so simple, but people forget it when they are nervous.
They do. They are so relieved that they've finished their English sentence that they forget to ask the other person.
So the full formula is answer with one detail plus bounce back.
Exactly. I've been working on my garden. How about you? Have you been up to anything?
Or I've been binge watching that new show. Have you seen it?
Yes, have you seen it is a fantastic bounce back if you are talking about media. It turns your answer into a shared topic immediately.
What if I forget the specific question? Can I just say, and you?
And you is perfectly fine. It is short, natural, and effective. I've been busy with work. And you?
It is like a reflex. You should train yourself so that every time you finish an answer, and you comes out automatically.
Think of it as the period at the end of your sentence. Your sentence isn't finished until you bounce it back.
I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier about the feeling of the conversation. I think a lot of learners worry about their grammar being perfect, but in these quick interactions, is grammar the most important thing?
That is such an important insight, Dan. No, grammar is not the most important thing here. Connection is.
Right.
If you say, I have been work on garden, your grammar is wrong. It should be working. But if you say it with a smile and you are sharing a detail, the other person will understand you perfectly and the conversation will flow.
But if you stand there in silence because you are terrified of missing the ing, you kill the connection.
Exactly. The one detail rule is designed to free you from perfectionism. You are not writing an essay. You are just tossing a little piece of information to a friend.
I think that shift in mindset is huge. We treat what's new like a test question. Question 1, summarize your existence.
And if you treat it like a test, you will be stressed. If you treat it like an invitation to share one tiny thing, it becomes fun.
It reminds me of social media, actually. You don't post your whole life in one post. You just post a picture of your lunch.
Yes, be the Instagram post, not the biography. Just share the lunch.
Be the Instagram post, not the biography. I am going to write that down. That is the summary of today's episode.
So let's recap the one detail rule. Step 1, do not summarize your whole life.
Step 2, pick one specific activity, consumption, or emotion.
Step 3, use a script like I've been working on or I've been watching.
And step 4, bounce it back with, and you?
If you do these 4 things, you will never freeze again. You will sound confident, interesting, and fluent.
And you will actually enjoy running into people instead of hiding behind a shelf in the grocery store.
We have all been there, but no more hiding.
Alice, I have a challenge for our listeners this week.
Let's hear it.
I want you to use the one detail rule in the comments section right now.
Oh, I love that.
I want you to answer the question, what is one thing you have been watching, reading, or doing this week?
Just one thing. Don't tell us everything. Just practice the rule. I've been watching or I've been reading.
Or even, honestly, I've been feeling.
Write it down below. It is the best way to solidify what you just learned. We read every comment and we love seeing what you guys are up to.
Plus, it is a great way to get recommendations for new TV shows from the community.
True, I need something new to binge watch.
Now that you know how to start the conversation, you might be wondering how to leave it.
That can be just as awkward. You are chatting, but you need to go, and you don't know how to say goodbye without being rude.
We have a video coming up exactly on that topic, polite exits, so keep an eye out for that.
Until then, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be prepared.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we will chat with you next time.
Bye, everyone.